Hi Taurus, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. So this month we have a new moon in Pisces, which is favorable to your sign. And we have a full moon in Libra, which is also kind of favorable. You're both ruled by Venus. And we have some signs that are changing, planets that are changing signs. Mars is moving into Gemini. Mercury is moving into Pisces, and Venus is moving into Aries this month. So let's see what the cards say, and we'll talk later about the astrology. What does Taurus need to know about March in terms of love and relationships? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of March? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of March 2021? What is coming up for Taurus? The Two of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Fool, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Six of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. So, the Two of Wands, you're contemplating a partnership at the beginning of March. The Two of Wands is about planting seeds and waiting to see what the results are going to be. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. I feel like you're doing okay financially, but you might be starting to, and you're coming out of this hermit mode. You have been doing a lot of thinking and soul searching. I feel like you're starting to feel like, okay, I've got my financial situation. I'm feeling secure in my life, but I want to share my life with someone. I'm tired of being alone. If you're not in a relationship, I feel like this is for someone who's not in a relationship. If you haven't been in a relationship, there could be a brand new beginning coming this month. There might be some messages coming in, especially because the Nine of Pentacles, she's got the hawk. This is her power animal. The hawk message is coming. So you might be waiting to receive a message from someone this month. And you're kind of okay taking care of yourself, but you're tired of being alone. You want to share your life with someone. You want to share your abundance with someone. So in the past, you might have been working on financial security. But this month, I think you're going to be ready for change, because once you see your career going in the right direction, then you can shift your energy. So like my energy is no longer on my career and security and finances, and now I want to look for a relationship. I want to share my life with someone. You have the Five of Wands here in the past, so there could have been some conflict about a relationship. Maybe even competition, if you have your eye on someone. Because I'm seeing this Queen of Wands here. This energy is fading though. She may have influenced the situation, but her energy is fading. So either she's no longer in the picture, or she's on her way out. So, and this could be male or female. So this could represent a relationship that you're no longer dealing with, or you're working, it's starting to pass from your life. And maybe you had conflicting feelings about it. Or it could be that there was some conflict or competition in a relationship and you were worried about this person's influence. But this person is, I feel like her influence is going to be fading. coming up in the future, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Fool. So you're feeling, with the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling kind of left out or cut out. You're feeling isolated. Again, if there was some kind of competition or some kind of argument in a relationship, you may feel cut off from people. Maybe you had a falling out with someone and now you feel like you're out in the cold. That's what this card is kind of about. It's about feeling like you're left out in the cold. But it's also a card of feeling like you have to work on feeling more confident within yourself. Because there's a new beginning coming up. This Fool card represents a brand new beginning. And one that can be very good for you. But you might be afraid that you're not good enough to take advantage of this new opportunity. So if it's a new relationship, you may feel like, well, I don't know if this person would even be interested in me. You know, like it might be someone that you think is out of your league or something. Or it might be a situation, an opportunity that you feel like, I don't know if I have the skills, or I don't know if I'll be accepted in this new environment, because the Fool is putting you in a brand new situation. And I think a lot of the reason you have been kind of confused about what you want in a relationship. You have the Seven of Cups here in your environment. This is a card of dreaming about the future, but not taking action. So you may be getting to a point, because Taurus is slow when it comes to taking action. I know because I'm a Taurus too. You know, we don't want to just, it takes us a long time to make a decision and to really walk away from something. I mean, we will leave no stone unturned to save a relationship. We will stay with something, you know, up until the very last minute before we give up on something. So even if you're not in a relationship and you're thinking about maybe getting in a relationship, you know, it's like Taurus doesn't want to rush into anything. But then there could be that situation where you're waiting too long, where you're not taking action and you're letting opportunities pass you by because of fear of being accepted, fear of being, you know, rejected. You know, if I reach out to someone, are they going to reject me? Am I going to be good enough? Am I going to be, you know, you have all these fears going through your head. It's a lot easier to dream about something than to actually do it, than to take action, and then, you know, the rubber meets the road. But you have this Ace of Swords here in your fear sector. This is a card of taking action. This is a card of thinking about something in a new way. This is a card of intellect, of thoughts, ideas, and new beginnings, where you get fired up. It's like you want to take action, but there's fear. It's like you're afraid to take action. And part of it is confusion. You have the Seven of Cups. Maybe you have more than one option and you're not sure which one to choose or which one to go towards. Where do I put my energy? Maybe you're afraid of putting your energy in the wrong place. So you might have, you know, there might be two relationships or two opportunities, and you're like, okay, do I go for this one or do I go for that one? What if I choose the wrong one? You know, and so that's keeping you paralyzed. But you're going to make a decision. And this is also a time card. The Ace of Swords represents the months of September, October, November. And I feel for you it's going to be more like October, mid-October. So things are going to be, there's a new opportunity coming. And it's going to take it's going to be a slow development. I don't think you're really going to be fired up to take action until later in the year. Because you have to overcome your insecurities first. You have to get comfortable with the new. And it's for Taurus, you know, we can't just jump into something new. We have to get comfortable with the idea first. You know, we have to roll it around in our heads like, yeah, okay, let me think about that. How would that be? How would that feel if I did this? What would that be like? You know, whereas like if you're an Aries, you're jumping in, you know, feet first, you don't care. But Taurus, we're very cautious. And we have to kind of get used to the idea to break out of a pattern. You know, okay, this is new. It feels kind of weird. It's new. I have to get used to this idea. So it may take you a while to take action. But you have this King of Swords here in your wish fulfillment. So you could be thinking about someone who's an air sign. That could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you have the potential to be successful with this relationship. I mean, this could be a brand new energy coming in. But like I said, you're afraid to take action. You just want to think about it for a while. You want to dream about it. Like, well, what would it be like if I was with this guy or this girl? You know, instead of like asking them out or making a move toward them, you're just dreaming about what it would be like to be with this person. And you're not really taking action. But this energy is coming in. And it may come in because of your hesitation. It may be delayed. So it may not actually manifest until later in the year, like September, October. But you have the potential. You have this Six of Wands card. This is a victory card. This is a card of victory, career success, but also relationship success, where the person that's coming in is going to really value you, is going to see your talents, your abilities, and really admire your gifts and who you are as a person. It's going to be a little bit different than, I think there'll be more harmony in the new relationship. Like you might have had conflict. Maybe in the past you were with a fire sign and there was a lot of conflict in that relationship, or you might have felt maybe that person made you feel inadequate in some way, and you're carrying that in, you're carrying that with you, and you have to release that. You have to release that feeling of inadequacy so that you can embrace this new beginning, because it's a brand new cycle coming in. And yeah, new cycles are scary. But sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone to improve your life. You can't just play it safe all the time. So the Hermit is also telling you that you can go to other people for advice and for different perspectives, You don't have to carry the burden alone. You don't have to feel alone. I think it's just more your own thing. Like you're feeling like I can't ask anyone for help. There are people there. You just have to reach out for them. If you're just nursing your wound and keeping to yourself, you're cutting yourself off from love and from support. Now, with this victory, there could be someone who's jealous. I feel like, you might win the prize. You might wind up dating someone that other people have been interested in, and you get the prize. And there could be some jealousy around that, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be the winner. This is a card of success. I'm the winner, and you're celebrating your success. You're being paraded through town. So you're going to win out over there's some competition, but you're going to win out and going to be seen as the best choice. And I think you're being more discerning too in relationships at this time, because you don't want to repeat the past. And you are looking for something brand new, totally different. So let's see. So you have a new moon in Pisces. And that's happening in your 11th house. And it's conjunct Venus and Neptune are together in the same house. I mean, you've got all these planets now in Pisces. Before they were all in Aquarius. In your career sector, now they're in your 11th house. Venus in your 11th house is bringing money in. So whatever work you're doing, Venus, the 11th house represents the money you earn from the business that you own. So if you have any kind of business that, side thing or whatever, it could be a side freelancing gig or a side gig, or even your own career or profession. Money is coming in, greater harmony with the people you work with. The 11th house is also friendships, groups you belong to. I feel like there's going to be some group energy. You might, if you've been isolated, I think March, as the weather gets warmer, well, if you're in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, or as things open up, because COVID has everything's been locked down, I think things are going to start to open up. And you're going to be a little bit more social than you have been in a while. You're going to come out of that hermit mode. And Venus in the 11th, sometimes it can mean a friendship that turns to love. So maybe somebody that you were friends with, you might eventually lead to romance. You have Mars in the second house. So you are working toward financial matters. And Mars sometimes in the second can bring some expenses. You might have some bills pop up. But you're also motivated to make more money. And you're going to work on that. You're working really hard on your career and getting ahead. You have Saturn in the 10th house in Aquarius. And Mars is trining Saturn. So whatever energy, this is the month to really put yourself out there. If you're looking for a new job, this is the month to do it. It's going to bring you, it could bring you a new position that pays more, that, and gives you more recognition and more respect. Even if it's not a new job, it could be more respect and success in your current position. But whatever it is, you have to go after, you have to take action, you have to go for it. Don't just sit on the couch this month. Now's the time to, all the planets are going direct now from March until mid-April. So now's the time to initiate. Uranus is in your first house, so you're really feeling that restless energy. You're feeling like, I need to do something different. I need to change my life in some way. The only thing you don't want to do is throw the baby out with the bathwater. Now sometimes when Uranus crosses the ascendant, you feel like moving. You feel like, I've got to change my life in a major, you can move, like you just feel like whatever, like this, you just want to make some major changes. Like, I'm tired of living in this place. I'm tired of doing the same work. I'm tired of this relationship. Whatever the case is, you feel like you need a breath of fresh air. You need something to be freed from something. And the only thing that may stop you is your career or responsibilities around your career. You may be worried about, how are the changes I'm making going to affect my status in the world? How are they going to affect my career? At this new moon, though, you have the ability to make a dream come true if you put in the work and the effort. Especially if it has to do with, if you're working on some kind of creative project, it's going to be really successful. Because Neptune and Venus is art and love and beauty. Neptune is also creativity, inspiration. So you're getting inspired ideas right now. You should follow that. If you've ever wanted to do anything creative, now's the time to do it. Paint, play music, sing, dance, do photography, whatever, acting. This is the time to explore your creativity. Also, if you do meet someone at this time with under this Venus-Neptune influence, it could be a very romantic, very idealized relationship where you might feel like, oh, I'm connecting with a soulmate. Because Neptune and Venus are soulmate energy, especially in Pisces. Pisces is very romantic. You may form even like a spiritual connection with someone. Mercury and Pluto are in an exact degree, one sign away, like 30 degrees away from each other. So that's like a semi-square, or it's a minor aspect. It's not one of the major aspects, but it's still close enough to have some kind of an effect. So Mercury is in your 10th house and Pluto's in the 9th house. So this is the time to branch out and reach out to a global audience. You might get some kind of recognition for teaching, for learning, for higher education. If you want to go back to school and learn some new skills, it will really help your career at this time, because Pluto represents transformation, rebuilding, rebirth, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Maybe there's some kind of creative writing project that you need to, get back into. Some type of communication project that's going to bring you recognition. Let's see, what else? Mars, I did the Mars trine Saturn. Jupiter is still in your 10th house, so it's giving you a luck and opportunity in your career. Then we have this full moon in the 6th house. And it's the full moon is in the 6th, and the Sun and Venus are in the 12th. So something is coming to completion around a work project or a health issue or even a psychological issue. You might find out with the full moon who's on your side and who's not. You might have feelings for someone, or someone might have feelings for you that they've been keeping hidden, but they may reveal themselves around the full moon. And that's happening on March 28th. Now this month, 3 planets change signs. Mars moves from Taurus into Gemini on the 3rd. So it's moving out of your sign. You had all that energy of Mars. Now it's moving into your 2nd house of money, finance, self-esteem. So you're working on those. Mercury's moving into Pisces. Mercury was in Aquarius in your 10th house. Mercury moving into Pisces is going to be in your 11th house, which is good in a way. you might be communicating more with friends. But Mercury in Pisces is a little bit, you want to make sure that whatever you're communicating, you're being understood. That because Mercury in Pisces, your thinking might be a little bit idealistic or confused, like you're not sure. Mercury is not strong in Pisces. There could be confusion around communication, confusion around what you think you said, what people think you said, so you want to make sure you're very clear in your communications. And Mercury in Pisces is going to be conjuncting Neptune at this full moon. Or it's moving toward, it's only like 2 degrees away from the conjunction. So if a friend comes to you with some crazy story, just, look deeper. Don't believe everything don't just take things at surface value. Look deeper. On the other hand, you could receive some kind of love letter or romantic communication, Mercury, Neptune. But a lot of times when Mercury and Neptune come together, it can work on the positive level. It can be, creative writing. On the negative side, it could be lying. So you want to make like people embellishing things, making up stories. So don't believe everything you hear around the full moon. The truth will come out though. So if someone has been giving you a line of BS, sometimes the full moon will bring the truth to the surface and you'll see, oh, I thought this person was on my side and now I see, the truth. So a lot of things will be revealed at this full moon. And then Venus, which was in Pisces, she was, exalted in Pisces. Now she's moving into Aries on the 22nd. So she's not too strong. Venus and Aries is not really a good combination because Aries is a warrior and Venus is a lover. So, she's too aggressive in Aries. She's too pushy in Aries. So, and in Aries, that's good. Venus is going to be in your 12th house. So you may feel like, you want to communicate your feelings for someone, but you can't. And that could be frustrating. Now Mars at this time is going to be pretty close to the North Node in your 2nd house. So Mars is pushing you to find your, to take action towards getting what you deserve in life in terms of financial, money and love. Because the 2nd house is the house of what is it that I need to feel secure. It's the house of money, but it's also the house of self-esteem, security. Am I getting enough? Do I feel secure in my job? Do I feel secure in my relationship? Am I getting enough love? Am I getting paid what I'm worth? And if the answer is no, Mars is going to give you the energy to go out and get what you deserve. And it's being supported by Saturn. Mars is trining Saturn. And Saturn is also aspecting the North Node, which is it's in Gemini. It's about speaking up. Communicating. So if you're not, if you're feeling resentful or frustrated because you're not getting what you need in relationships, you need to communicate. You need to speak up. Because if you don't speak up, nothing happens. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. I know some people say sometimes it just gets replaced. I'm not saying speak up in a hostile way. I'm just saying stand up for what you deserve. Don't settle for less. If someone's not treating you right or not giving you what you deserve, speak up about it. Say, hey, this is what I expect. This is what I need. Communicate. Ask and it is given, And Mars will give you the energy to do that because Taurus doesn't like, conflict, and Taurus doesn't like difficult communication. But Mars will give you the energy to speak up about your needs this month. And you have Jupiter and Saturn, like I said, still in the 10th house. Jupiter will be there until the end of the year. So you have luck and opportunity in your career sector. Don't settle. Speak up. If you feel like there's something bothering you, speak up about it. Or take action. Mars is about taking action. Don't just sit there and be resentful if things are not working out the way you want them to. Either speak up or change something. If you can't change the current situation, take action to move into a new situation. You've got this Fool here. There's new opportunities on the horizon. But you have to take action. You have to get over your fear of change. And I think you have a lot of support from the astrology to do that because you have Uranus in your 1st house. That's major. When Uranus goes into your 1st house, it's angular. You're ready for change. You're ripe for change. I mean, if Taurus, this is like the best time of your life to make changes, to get out of your comfort zone, because you have that support from Uranus. Uranus wants to break you free from stagnation, break you out of a rut, and let it do it. Embrace that energy. Not to be reckless, but don't let fear hold you back from opportunity either, because it's coming. It's here. So I see financial improvement, you being more social, new opportunities for love and romance, and even career success, especially career success this month, if you're willing to embrace the new and feel, don't be afraid to go after something. Don't let the negative self-talk stop you. Don't let the gremlin say, oh, I'm not good enough. Don't let imposter syndrome, hold you back. Go for it. Get out of that sense of, I'm not good enough, I won't be accepted, nobody likes me. Don't go there. Go where I am successful, I will be rewarded, I'm good at what I do, and it's there for you. It's there for you. Don't, you have to make a decision. Don't get out of the dream state, start taking action. That's my advice for this month. Especially March, because you have no planets retrograde. So you've got the support of the universe to take action. Just at least start. You don't have to accomplish everything in a month, but just start something this month, especially around this new moon. So that's my forecast for March, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. If you're new, welcome. I hope you guys have been enjoying these readings. I thank you for your support. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and you can schedule a reading. In the meantime, have a wonderful, if you're celebrating St. Patty's Day, happy St. Patty's Day for those who are celebrating. Have a wonderful March, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now, Taurus.